Hey guys, Coach Kaylee here, co-founder of Team Destiny, and today I wanted to share with you how we get coaches started right on Team Destiny. Okay, so once you get a new coach, woohoo, you can celebrate. I do a little happy dance, and most of the time I get my new coaches from using the interview and follow-up challenge potential challengers conversation script. Usually they choose option one, and then I sign them up as a coach. Now, no matter what type of coach they're going to be, I always start out the same way by sending them a welcome email. Again, no matter what type of coach they're going to be, I want to start this process out the same because it's going to be a system and a duplicatable system. A lot of discount coaches or initially signing up coaches, they turn out to be hobby and business building coaches. So don't ever discount a discount coach. You want to follow the same process and allow them to choose the steps and the footprints they're going to follow in. So as soon as you get a brand new coach, we have this awesome document that lays out basically everything I'm going to share with you today. It's called I Got a New Coach, Now What document. So I'm going to share that with you here. This is in Google Docs. It's also, you can talk to your sponsor coach and get a copy of it sent over to you. But I didn't have anything like this when I started. I didn't have a getting started right phone call with my coach. So we put the system together so you can duplicate it. And it's a system that works. And you guys can be successful right from the start with your brand new coaches. So there's two emails that we initially send. The first one is just the welcome email. So I'm going to click on that here. And I put their name on here, tell them how excited I am for them to join us, tell them I would love to get on a phone call with them to hear more about their goals. And then I ask them, what type of coach are they? And they're going to watch this short video about what type of coach are they. Are they a discount coach? Are they, just in it to get a discount on Shakeology? Are they interested in maybe inviting people to a challenge group? So that's a video they'll get to watch, and they'll let you know what type of coach they are. Again, if they're a discount coach, they probably won't even read all this. But when the wheels start turning and they start thinking about changing it up to a hobby coach, they're going to come back to this. The next thing is setting up a getting started right call. Again, if they are just a discount coach, they're going to skip this part. They may want to talk to you, they may not. So this might not even happen. Most of the time when it's a discount coach, they just get this email, thank me for the email, and just tell me they're a discount coach at this point. And I say, great, awesome. The next part of it tells them how to get their website set up, meaning that little profile picture on their Team Beachbody page, setting up their story on there. And it asks them to make sure they set up their business first before they have that getting started right call. So say it's Monday, you send them this email, and then they schedule their getting started right call for Wednesday. Just follow up with them and say, make sure you get number 3 done in the email, setting up your profile page, and I'll check it out before we get on our call on Wednesday. Can't wait to see that. So again, make sure they have their website, number 3 here on the email, completed before the getting started right call. Next, you're going to add them to our Team Destiny Facebook group. You can still add them to the group and welcome them to the group even if they're a discount coach. We do a fancy picture and then just let them know what that group is. It's a place that they can ask questions if they can't get a hold of you. It's a place that they can get answers. Then it tells them about the next boot camp and when that's going to start. So that's the first email I send them. The next day, I'll send them out the second email, and that is going to be coach. Now, this email is awesome. This just gives them tips and pointers as a new coach, even if they're going to be a discount coach. It tells them about setting up their direct deposit, which is a question that a lot of new coaches have, and you can just refer them back to this. It tells them, oh my gosh, someone just said to you, you're losing so much weight. What did you do? It gives them a little script to do that, tells them about commission. So it's just an important need to know type thing that they can refer back to in the email. So that's a great email, second email. Then, okay, so like I said, they set up their GSR call for Wednesday. On Tuesday, I will send them an email and say, hey, here's the business quick start guide. Make sure you have this printed and you're in front of the computer for our getting started right call tomorrow. Just wanted to confirm that appointment at 2 o'clock. Are you still able to make it and get your business set up on your Team Beachbody page? And I wait for an answer, but I always try to send that 24-hour confirmation before the getting started right call, so they're ready and I'm ready. Now, what to talk about on that getting started right call. So I have this little binder here. This is for my new coaches binder. It starts out with this coach tracker. And this one's blank, but mine is right here. I fill it out. I write the new coach's name on it. Even if they're a discount coach, I just write their name on it. I write down if I sent them the email, and I check that off. I write down the date I sent them the second email, and then I send them the date that I confirm the getting started right call. I write down the date that the getting started right call is, and then I send them, during that confirmation, this business quick start guide. This is on that I got a new coach now what document. The business quick start guide is going to get them started right. It has their coach ID. You're going to want to look up that information before you get on your phone call. It also has their websites on there, which is going to be their username, not their email. So like my username is Kaylee Pinto. So their username is beachbodycoach.com/Kaylee Pinto. So usually when I get on the phone call with them, I will take them to that website and I will show them, look, this is the page, the profile that you set up. Look at your cute little picture. Isn't it awesome? This is where you're going to send people. So when you meet a friend or family and they're interested in what you're doing, you can add them and be their free coach. Free. There's no obligation to ever buy anything. Just do you want to join my free accountability support group? I post fitness motivation. I post recipes. Inspiration for along the journey. Again, there's never any obligation to ever buy anything. It's just an awesome group for motivation and support. Sure, I'd love to join your group. Awesome. Go to this website and I send them the website, beachbodycoach.com/Kaylee Pinto. I ask them to click on the orange join button and join for free. Once they join, I tell them it automatically adds you to that free group. And my free group is Inside Outfit Family, and that's what me and my downline coaches use. There's no reason to really make your own group at this point because you really want it to be a group filled with people. So when your free customers ask a question about fitness, there's going to be tons of other people posting and motivating them as well. So it's not just you, a lone ranger, and then a ton of people where you have to constantly be posting. You're going to have a group of awesome people to be posting. So that's the Inside Outfit family. I also introduce them to their coach support team. This is where I introduce them to their upline, my upline. I said, if you can't get a hold of me, you could always reach Amy. Make sure you send Amy a friend request. Introduce yourself. Send her a message. I also give them Amy's phone number, Ashley, some other of our upline coaches. I also ask them to enter Coach Relations phone number into their cell phone. And then I make sure that they get connected. Again, they're in front of their computer screen. I say, put a star next to that. Make sure you get connected with all these awesome websites like the Shakeology like page. And change that so you can see it first. So when you open up Facebook, the first thing you're going to see is a Shakeology page. Maybe that fact or information that Shakeology just posted will inspire you, and then you can use that post on your page to share with others. So I go through that get and stay connected on the Business Quick Start Guide with them. I also introduce them to the National Wake Up Call. I tell them how important this call is and how important it is to listen to that call. Maybe not on Monday, they're not available, but I introduce them to the podcast, and then I show them how to get the podcast on their phone so they can listen to it anytime that they want to during the week. I help them overcome the obstacle. When are they going to be able to fit that in? I talk about listening to it while they're driving, listening to it while they're cooking dinner, just helping them overcome any obstacles in the way. Number 3 is set up your business. They've already done this before your Getting Started Right call. You just talk about how you love that profile picture. You talk about how, you basically, if they ask them if they have any questions about navigating that website. And sometimes I take them to the website at that point. I take them to teambeachbody.com. I have them log in, and then I show them their back office. I show them their Success Club point area. I show them where my name, my phone number, and their coach ID is located. I show them on the right-hand side where helpful information and links and news about Team Beachbody just came out, and to check that out. Then we go to the 3 vital behaviors, and we talk about how important they are. I talk about how overwhelming it may be when you start coaching because you're super excited. You just want to learn everything, know everything, but that's not going to happen until time. It's going to take time to feel comfortable and confident in this. But the 3 most important things that they're going to do is vital behaviors. So again, I'm not going to go over that with you guys, but you just talk about how important each of those areas are with them. Then we go to the action plan. Action plan. And then I help them go over this. I talk about their why and how excited I am that they became a Team Beachbody coach. I actually have a word-for-word script that I use on my calls, and that's also on I Got a Coach Now What. Basically, that script says, congratulations, I'm so excited for you becoming a Team Beachbody coach, especially with my team on Team Destiny. I'm so proud of you of taking this change for your health, your family, and your fitness to live fit and live free. From now on, things are going to be so different for you and your family. And then if you're going to succeed in this business, it's going to be you who creates that success, not me. And if you fail in this business, it's going to be you who creates that failure, not me. You're going to be the difference between success and failure. I'm here to guide you every step of the way, but I can't do it for you. My goal as your mentor is to teach you systems that help you duplicate them and help you become a great leader on your own on this team as quickly as possible. And then I say, do you agree with that? And then I let them talk. And I tell them, I warn them ahead of time that there's certainly going to be ups and downs as you build this business. I'm there for them, and I'm there to listen to them, and I'm there to help them overcome. And believe me, Amy hears me whine all the time still. I call her with my negativity and my fears, and I can't do this. And you know what? That's what your upline sponsor is there to do, and your personal development is there to do, and the National Wake Up Call is there to do, and the Team Destiny Boot Camp is there to do, is to knock those fears and failures out of your brain and help you overcome. So I say when these times come, when it happens, and it happens with everybody, I want you to be able to handle that and contact me. How do you want me to handle it when you are whining, I say? Do you want me to give you space or be persistent and remind you why you made this decision in the first place? I go over the coach. This is when I go over the coach action plan with them. That's when they're creating their goals. So I have this in my book, and I kind of just look at it while I'm on the phone with them. They can't see my face or this video, so they don't know that I'm reading that script or making sure I hit all those points in that script. So I go back to the coach action plan. I talk about their why. So why did you become a Team Beachbody coach? What was it? What intrigued you? Why did you want to work with me? What was it about my journey that inspired you? And then this is where they say, because I want that extra $200 or $500 a month in my bank account. I want to help my family. I want to send my kids to preschool or swimming classes or whatever. And I work out that deep down why with them, because that's what I'm going to use to help drive them forward when times do get tough. We talk about our goals, and I don't go too much into what Success Starters is or what Success Club is or any of that on the first phone call. They're going to see that on the teamdestinycoaches.com website in the prerequisites, and they're going to watch that video at that time. So right now, I'm just going to set their goals with them saying, you want to help 3 new people. If they're all in business builder, I want to make money, I need money to help my family, I'm about to lose my job, that kind of thing, then we're going to bump up that goal according to their needs, okay? So initially I'm just saying 3 people. Some of them I'm like, okay, you want to help 5 new people a month. And I put it in the people sense. Let's just get 3 new people to our challenge group. Our challenge group starts on February 15th. Let's be inviting as many people as we can to join that challenge group and help them get started with the challenge pack. That's what I want you to focus on. Your 3 vital behaviors and inviting people to the next challenge group. I'm going to run the next challenge group. And so you don't have to worry about the pressure of the posts or anything like that. You're going to be in the group, inviting, and motivating everybody in the group and liking and commenting on posts and just really helping me pump up this group and make it successful. And that eases a lot of pressure off that new coach. Then we talk about connecting goals with their why. This means if you help those 3 people, that will earn you, that'll pay for that challenge pack that you just bought your first month. And that is a goal that connects back to their why. They want to make money in this business to help with their family. And then maybe their second month, when they help 3 more people, that's going to earn them another challenge pack cost $150 plus residual income from the Shakeology reoccurring orders. So we just kind of connect the goals to the why in that circumstance. Next, you're going to define their daily activity. So in order to reach that goal of helping 3 new people, what do they have to do and do the vital behaviors? For example, they're going to have to share their journey on Facebook. And it's not going to be icky, salesy, like the 21-day fix is on sale for $140 this month. I'm going to tell them that's not what we're looking for. I want you to share maybe a sweat picture with a motivational quote. Like if you're doing the 21-day fix, Autumn has awesome quotes in the background that say, motivation is what gets you started, but habits is what keeps you going. So I want you just to take a sweat picture of yourself and mark it day 1 of 21 and post a motivational quote and ask who agrees with you and tell the Facebook world that you're creating new habits and you're asking them to help you stay accountable. And they're like, okay, yeah, I can totally do that. So that's all you're going to share. So I talk about the 3 social media posts, and then I say, so that's your sweat pic, that's your workout post. I don't want you to be posting about beach body. I want you to be posting about your workout, maybe something you ate that day that's a new recipe and how great you feel, and then your family. So 20% beach body, and then 80% family and life and healthy living. Just get more posts out there, because the more people that see your posts, the more that are with Facebook world, your posts are going to come up in their news feeds. And as you continue this journey, you want your posts to come up in people's news feeds, so you don't have to work as hard by asking people. People will just come to you because they're going to see your posts. So that's why it's important to try to get 3 posts out there a day. Also about inviting. We're going to set a goal, how many people they're going to invite each day. So I help them set up an event invite, and I say, just invite 5 new people every day to our challenge group, and write 5 new names down on a piece of paper on your contact list that you're going to reach out to. And they're like, okay, I can do that. Then we talk about what activities are going to help them do that daily activity. And that's when I start talking to them about the teamdestinycoaches.com bootcamp. I talk about how setting time each day to work on their business is important, and working on the daily training is important, and setting time aside because it's going to give them that confidence that they need. So we talk about scheduling their work hours. And I said how I give them a story about how I started as a coach and I kind of fitted in when I could. And I was going bonkers because I was getting messages. I was thinking about it all day. When am I going to get this done? When am I going to answer that message? When am I going to be able to invite? When am I going to be able to do the training? Because I didn't have set hours. And then my business didn't move forward until I actually set hours I was going to work. I was not a morning person, but I couldn't fit in any set hours during the day because I didn't know how my days were going to go. So I wanted something to change, so I had to make a change, right? So I committed to getting up early and working from 5 to 7 a.m. before the kids got up, because I was determined and committed to my goals. I was determined and committed to my why. So yes, it's going to be a little bit of an inconvenience. Yes, it's going to be hard, but you're going to make those priorities based on your goals. And you're going to, just like working out, it wasn't easy, was it? No, but you're going to keep committed and practice at it. It doesn't have to be 3 hours a day that you're going to work on your business. You can just give it an hour. So I will work 1 hour a day on my business. And I'm going to fit this into my schedule how, and we talk about that, and we set that down. We also identify obstacles. The obstacles for me at first was my husband. He wasn't all in about this. And that's why another reason I had to get up early and take hours before everybody got up, because I didn't want my husband or my kids to feel like I was taking their time away from them. So we're going to talk about obstacles together with that new coach. And then I'm going to take them to the Team Destiny Coaches website, and I'm going to introduce them to that. When I take them to the Team Destiny Coaches website, I am going to share with them teamdestinycoaches.com. Share. Okay, so when I take them to this Team Destiny Coaches website, I take them, I help them get logged on using the Team Destiny Bootcamp 2015 code word password. And then once I do that, they set up a username, which is their email, and then a password. After that, I take them through the Getting Started Right, and I take them through this step by step. I tell them about our Team Destiny phone calls. They've already watched this video in the email. They've already set up their profile page, and then I take them to the prerequisites. I ask them to take out their pen and paper, and this is going to be their call to action, is to go through these prerequisites, go through these videos here on their own time, and I ask them to when do they think they could be finished with these prerequisites, and I ask them to give me a date and email me by that date. I also ask them to print out this contact list right there, right then when I'm on with them on the phone. Oh, they don't have a printer? Then I ask them just to simply get a sheet of paper and just start a contact list. Now, when I tell them, don't think about who you should put on the contact list. Oh, they're never going to buy anything. Don't think like that. This contact list is just going to be everybody and anybody you can think of, as many names as you can think of. Just write them down. Once they write down those names, I'm going to ask them to pick 10 people on that list and highlight it. Snap a picture of those highlight and text it to me. And those are going to be the first 10 people that we work together on sending a personal message and the event invite to ask them to join our next challenge group. The rest of the contact list will wait. We will use that to not only contact them and just cold invite them, we're going to use that to form them, to go on their page, like some of their posts, comment on some of their posts. Because most of the time, when somebody likes your posts or clicks on or comments on your post, what do? You go back to their page, right? And you check out their page. So when you go to that person on your contact list and you just go to their page, like and comment, chances are they're going to come to your Facebook page now, and they're going to see that sweat picture you just posted about day 1 of 21. They're going to be like, oh, wow, she's working out. Awesome. They might like it and comment on it, but it's going to give them more notice of you. It's going to help them keep their eye on you. So you're not necessarily going to just cold message all these people on the contact list. So I tell them to just write every name they can think of down. That the call to action is to finish those prerequisites, to write a contact list out and send me a picture of those 10 names. And then I set a date for them to start the new coach boot camp, and I set up our second phone call. And for the following week, And I say, does this time work for you? Same time. This time it'll be a video call. How do you feel about that? And that's that. And that's how I get a new coach started right. There is scripts for everything I just went through, and I keep them all in a notebook. So I have copies of the emails that are sent. I have copies of all the system, the duplicatable system right here. Also, when I get on the phone with them, I have a blank sheet of paper and a blank copy of the action plan that I fill out while I'm on the phone with them. So I fill that out with what they're telling me, and I have a blank sheet of paper that I fill out with things that they've told me about themselves or things that I want to make sure that I remember. And then I staple that together, and then I keep that in a file, and I keep that for our next phone call the following week, just to follow up and see how they are doing, and I can remember what to ask. So guys, that's how I get a new coach started right. If you have any questions, feel free to message me.